get to this one, buddy. It's that 5150, the Corey Holcomb show, buddy. Channel, whatever. Dang. Hey, this look like it's finna be good, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Hey, I'm watching this one with y'all. I'm watching this one with you. I ain't even seen it. I'm finna watch it with you. I just seen the little snip. Hey, okay, I said, no way. Let me stop. Let me start record. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Hey, y'all already know the slogan. We gotta get to it. Don't worry about my name. Just worry about the video. We'll get into all that later. You feel me? Go like, subscribe, support. You know what I'm saying? We trying to build this community over here. You know what I'm saying? We one big family. Hey, it's 2026. You know what I'm saying? We got this new thing going on. You know what I'm saying? New vibes only. I mean, good vibes only. That's what we doing this year. Good vibes only. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm tired, but I'm hanging in there, and this is what time it is. I just need y'all to support me. You hear me? That's it, big dog. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to run this channel up. We ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about no haters. Good vibes. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We ain't with none of that. We done been through all that. We ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? We just, hey, we done been through the storm. We back. That's all I can tell you. Good vibes only, negative people. You gotta go on somewhere. Go on where you came from, you know what I'm saying? I don't need your demons irritating my light. You feel me? So you gotta go on back that way, you feel me? So let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Let's slow down. Because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
You dancing around it.
No,
and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now.
God damn! You want to talk about going scorched earth?
They done kicked it off already. You feel me? I don't even know how this going, but they done kicked it off already. You feel me? Man, let's get back to it. See, this is what we trying to stay away from, but hey, it finds you.
Earth, that's the way to do it. So apparently there was a dust-up over there at the 5150 studios between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. I didn't see a conversation between them coming, but here we are. Now, before we get into the conversation, let me just say this, is that I respect both of these gentlemen. I don't agree with 100% of either of their points, but I will say as a content creator, this is part of the issue with, meeting people like behind scenes, all right? Like, it is then difficult to be a objective commentator because you've established a relationship with someone who you might be talking about. So I'm gonna let you guys know from the onset that, I did content with Corey Holcomb a couple of months ago. He graciously invited me onto his show, introduced me to his audience. He's a gentleman behind scenes, and he was a gentleman to me when I came on the show. With Anton, I respect what he's built, the blood, sweat, and tears that it takes to create an audience of that size and that magnitude. It's commendable, it's respectable. Haven't done content with Anton. We exchanged pleasantries behind scenes at some point, but besides that, I'm gonna try to give you guys an objective as an analysis of what I possibly can, because what we're gonna watch here is so many lessons when it comes to masculinity, commanding respect, dealing with confrontation, handling your emotions, and also the content game, baby. All right, so buckle up. Let's get active on this one, all right? Without further ado. Now, this is about 20 minutes into the conversation. A few minutes more into this is where the initial confrontation arises. Now, this is the first of second. The second one, Anton walks off, so we're going to go over that one as well. But I wanted to play a few minutes before it happens just so you can understand how they're speaking to each other before it pops off. Let's go. And did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't. You under control by the people who will blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that woman?
I want to know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the ICE agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Is that a lie? This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not.
I don't think you
white
got
people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
I
Because
talk
don't
about
know.
liberal
I
white
hear you
women
talking about
literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single
Caucasian
day.
female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go
thing
against them, it'll be some video of you going against them.
You
And when
know
I
what
say
the easy
them,
thing
I'm
is?
talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that.
I don't
We
have
say
a boss.
that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people
Do I?
quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for
No.
in this country as
I'm
the downfall
an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver.
Okay.
I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men
Well, you
since
ain't
you've
been
been up
listening.
here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have,
the...
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me
No.
wrong.
You too busy.
My
Because if
capacity,
that's the
because
case-
that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they
Absolutely.
destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down.
Okay.
Because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now. Okay, look at Darlene's face. She knows it's about to go there. They're both forming opinions against each other. I saw Corey call out that, it's just an opinion of what Anton just said, but Corey is essentially saying that Anton mainly talks shit about black men. I will say, if you look at the long form content of Anton Daniels, he talks about everybody, talks shit about everybody. The issue here is the clip culture with the algorithm. There are some black content creators that get deep in talking about black culture, and then there's some that have more of an all approach. He just said F the liberal white woman that was shot in the face in Minnesota a second before this. He has a strong opinion about a white woman, which contradicts this idea of focusing on black people. Nevertheless, whether or not you liked what it is that you're watching, that is a data point. The algorithm will absorb that data point and it is now incentivized to do something with it, which is to show you more content like that. And it just don't have to be liking the content. It can be commenting. Even commenting negatively, it's going to show you more of that content. Sharing that content with someone else, it's going to show you more of that content. Because these social media companies realized a long time ago that they make money whether or not you actually like the content, because your interaction is going to drive ad revenue. It's going to drive dollars. So they will surface content based off of past actions, not of what it is that you want to see about a person. So although you'll see something, let's say that Anton Daniels talking about black people, you are less likely to see him talking about white people because you haven't interacted on that content. Perhaps. This is why in this day and age, it is so difficult to have a conversation with somebody about a hot topic, because their source of information is predicated on their pre-existing biases, i.e. their pre-existing algorithm. So they're being fed information based off of their past actions. Now, Anton is attempting to give Corey, for lack of a better term, a bone here. He's trying to give up a bone to say, listen, bro, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the time in order to see my long form content because you're busy, you got your own platform, you're doing your thing, and the clips don't do it justice. Now here's where the situation turns up. Listen to the exchange between them. Let's go.
Absolutely. This nation, well, what did I miss?
Okay.
Let's slow down.
Slow down.
Because you're talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking
No,
loud,
you talking loud.
and you still
And-
talking around.
What you
What did
trying
the
to do-
Caucasian male
what
do
you
to
trying to-
America
I'm not-
to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You
I'm not
dancing
getting into
around
that.
it.
No,
And
I'm
that's
not.
why I lose respect for you
Okay.
when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me, because I'm not an
Corey,
ass kisser
Corey,
of
don't-
nobody.
yes, you-
Okay, now Corey is turning up and he said that he kisses white male ass. Let's keep going.
Word. You suck the dick of
When you
black
s-
people right now.
God damn! Yo. You want to talk about going scorched earth? That's the way to do it.
Hey, Brody straight just took it there. Like, man, them like fighting words right there. You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. You know, that's what I'm saying. We gotta stay in the good vibes, man. Good vibes only. You know what I'm saying? Because you see how they can you know what I'm saying? Bobulate you a little bit. That was a little jab. You feel? You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold it. But let's get back. Go like, subscribe. Tell your boy, don't worry about my name, worry about the video. We getting tired of that later. You feel me? Alright, get back.
Let's keep listening.
You doing the
Look at
easy
it.
shit. What you do?
Yeah. I feel like Corey is so mad, right? I think he was shaking his mic. He's so dead. This needs to be memed right here. Someone's got to do it. I think that the reactions within this is going to be on Birdman, Charlemagne level. But nevertheless, if looks could kill, this would absolutely be it. Let's watch it again.
Because I'm not an ass kisser
Corey,
of
don't-
nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of
When you
black
s-
people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
No,
Uh-oh.
let me tell you something,
Ain't
homie.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Ain't
suck
nobody
dick.
gonna tell you to-
I
Yeah,
don't
you do.
suck
You
dick.
do.
So
Whoa.
You're doing it right now.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
suck
do.
dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me
No,
with
no, no,
no
no.
dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
seats. Let's
No,
switch seats.
no.
It was escalated, Anton.
Homie, I don't do I don't do no dick sucking
hold on.
shit.
Okay.
I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking
I'ma let
shit.
this
I
ride.
don't give a f- about none
Well,
of this
I
shit
tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, cause that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You don't
Okay,
give a fuck about what you
that-
talk
that-
about.
Anton, pop it back.
Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talk
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Hey, I ain't know to go get that juicy, you feel me? Like Corey, like, hey, I just told y'all, like them fighting words, you feel me? That's how it be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pipe down, think about your money. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that moment, you know, you gotta do that up off. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna go that route, but good vibes on it, you know, good vibes on it.
Put no dick sucking.
Oh, man. Get y'all little advertise off. I'm gonna let y'all go and get it. I'm gonna let you go and get it.
Sucking
Don't mean
shit.
shit to me.
Don't put no dick sucking
Detroit,
shit on me.
nigga. I'm from Detroit
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna
I don't do no sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I.
Darlene, sit down, baby girl.
We good.
But
We
you're not
good.
closing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do
Nigga,
dick
you put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and going up back. I don't give a fuck about
no,
that
no,
shit.
sir.
Homie, you just running your your mouth.
I'm not running my
I
mouth.
got a
You
question
running your
for
mouth.
Anton.
I don't do
You
no
doing this shit for the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to
I'll
say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm gonna extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how it call this nigga out his name. I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. You didn't call him out of his name, but you did say that he kisses the white man ass. And, you know, that is a form of emasculinization.
Yeah, that is,
Here's
Corey,
the thing.
bro.
Here's why it's different than what Anton said, right?
You can't be
Saying
no
that you kiss the
hypocrite.
white
That
man's
is.
ass is sort of like, you know, for insults or things that are weaponized against black conservative content creators that may talk about black people. It's a weapon. And it's more of a colloquial term to say that you're a coon, a bootlicker, all of the different derogatory words that they said, right? But it's a phrase that's more
Basically saying you're Oreo. You feel me? That's basically what he's saying. You're Oreo, bro. You know what I mean? There ain't no other way around it. That's what he's saying. You're Oreo. You know what I mean? Ain't no way to slice it, dice it. You know what I'm saying? Get back to it. You feel?
colloquial or common in nature. Anton heard that, felt some type of way, and it took it to a whole nother level, especially for Corey Holcomb, who's an OG, all right? If you say something like, and Anton's not stupid, he knows what he's doing, all right? He knows that he wanted to agitate, to rage bait, and to piss off. Anton felt disrespected and took it out of the park with, but you sucking black. I can't even repeat it, it's so goddamn disrespectful. That around any man, especially an OG, is grounds for violence. In response to that, Corey got in his face, and Anton takes umbrage to Corey bossing up on him. But what we're watching right here is two men at odds with each other that are claiming their space of respect. Disrespect is thrown out in order to understand each other's boundaries. Now, I'm gonna let this play a little bit longer because there's something else here that we gotta assess.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, we just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Okay.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this
because
my
I take
show.
that-
This
cool,
my
that's
show.
cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well,
Okay.
it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking.
Listen,
I don't
listen,
dick
listen,
suck,
say
my
about-
dick.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
think so.
If you want to get back to the conversation, ain't no, because you ain't gonna do shit.
Uh-oh.
Because you're not gonna do
Come
shit.
at me with that dick sucking
You're
shit
not gonna
again.
do it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Come
do
at me with. See, I suck dick again.
We can go all back right now.
Oh.
We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can
Okay.
go all back right now.
I got money
Okay.
for all this. Whatever.
I got money too.
Yeah.
Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey,
Nah, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way.
Yeah, Darlene, go
Don't
sit down,
get in
baby
the way
girl.
of two.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm
Okay.
saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like it,
If you want to
okay,
get back to the
but
conversation,
don't-
we
we
can
can
get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not
ain't no
listening to
dick
none of that
suckers
shit,
up
bro.
here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the
As
conversation,
long as
we
you
can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not,
Because that
Okay.
ain't
you
nothing-
not that tough.
Let's talk about this real quick. If you call another man out, especially to his face, actually really only to his face, specifically saying things like you kiss white ass, you have to be ready, willing, and able to respond into
Right,
that
that's
situation
true.
because some men may take that as the ultimate form of disrespect and the threat.
Bro, that is disrespect. There ain't no other way you can slice it, dice it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you can dish it, you supposed to be able to take it. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? No hypocrite over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight facts. You know what I'm saying? Worry about my name, just worry about the video. We get into all that later. Go like, subscribe, turn your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we a community. Number love, good vibes over here, man. We out. Back to this video.
of violence can be real. If that man then responds to that and ups the ante, not with violence, but with words, and says, but you suck black male members, it enhances the threat of violence significantly within the situation. So all we're doing is we're watching the stack of disrespect and then seeing in live where their boundaries lie. Corey didn't like that. Corey then threatens Anton, getting into his face, saying, I bet you won't say that again. Anton at this junction has a decision to make. Either he's going to say it again, he's going to poke that bear, or he's going to stand down. Now, if Anton stands down in that situation, Corey definitely wins this back and forth exchange. Anton chose a third option. The third option was, let's take this off camera. Then proceeds to stand up and act like he's walking out. Now the ante is at it's at ultra instinct level. Now Corey has to make a decision. Does he then proceed to walk outside with Anton and handle business like men who feel disrespected, or does he stand down? Corey chose then to not go outside, to not continue to up the ante, and instead says, say that I slurp eggplant again. So while Anton took it to this level, Corey focused more on this level, and that's where it lied. After that, they begin to try to calm it down. Now, I will say, the ultimate form of respect is violence, right? That's the ultimate form of respect, the ultimate form of control, right? You don't pay your taxes, the government violently throws you in jail. Ideally, amongst two men, we do not want to see that, especially two men that have something to lose. But egos can get at play. Audiences can get at play to stoke the fire. And I'm happy that they stood down because I don't want to see it come to blows. But this is sort of the unintended consequences of threatening somebody or calling somebody out and then you not following through on it is that person then knows where your boundaries are, and they may lose respect because you didn't take it to that next ante, to that next level beyond that. So within these confrontations, if you take it to the threat of violence, do not threat without wanting to get busy, for real. Because if you stand down from that enforcement, then respect may be lost. Now, on the side of how an OG should operate, I'm happy that he did stand down again. But in my opinion, in my honest assessment, it was initiated by saying that he kisses white ass.
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro. I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not that tough.
All right, let's skip ahead to when they come back in.
All
All right.
straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or historically?
No, sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because
right.
everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
that's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white men.
Of Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Okay, right,
so
correct.
Look, check this
so that's
out.
The
This
main
what I
point.
listen.
Let's keep everything respectful.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, bro.
I disagree. I think Anton knew exactly what he was doing.
I apologize.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically.
Right.
But I have a switch.
I do too. And I'm a man, just
and
like
I
you.
respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad, bro.
We good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight.
Good.
I respect your switch, brother.
I mean, obviously
And
it went off the
saying,
rails
a lot
after
of
this.
people don't know the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know.
We good.
That when we talk to each other a certain way, like if sucking is brought up, That's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying like, I could get back straight. We just, I didn't, when I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is, and then we shake hands and we keep it moving. Once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system.
Yeah.
So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
Good.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton. My mind is set up when people do
on
things
go mode,
like,
if you say something like that. I get it.
I call it backdooria on my show. When people throw that at you, it's a set off. And I'm saying like, I ain't trying to get set off. I think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do, absolutely.
Give me an example.
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me that I don't necessarily care about.
I ain't said nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose
white ass
what's
kissing.
disrespectful because you applying it to you. It's other people out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this last
Go ahead,
part.
land.
But I get it because you don't know me, and I don't know you, so you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person. I told you before the show, I said I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because the only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for whatever reason. They want to be ready to do something. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses. They trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever is happening out there, but I'm saying like I'm still standing on this. I'm standing on this. If a man walking up to me with some homosexual talk, like I could take, I said this before, I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house because I know what's gonna happen if it go bad. The house gonna get tore up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying there's certain things that we as men
you don't overstep.
cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my
And I agree, right? Because with men, there's always the threat of violence. But I think Anton's point is that, and he didn't say it specifically, I'm saying it. If you're saying that I kiss white men asses, how do you know that's not my breaking point? Everybody's breaking point. If you say to a man's face, why are you sitting right next to him?
True.
You're 3 feet away from me. You gonna say that to him? But Anton, in my opinion, knew that he was declaring war when he says something as egregious as that. But the larger discussion here is, especially with men that have things to lose, how should you be reacting to words? There's too many young men who look just like me, and even don't look like me, but just men in general that are behind bars right now because they allowed words to command their next step, right? I think words, the power of words is that if I intend to get a reaction out of you and you emotionally emote, that means that I am controlling you. Now, people might reject that and say, well, look, this is my character, right? And some other man better not say this, that, and the third to me. Well, do you have kids that you have to take care of, right? Do you have a job that you have to be to within the next day? And right now, because you want to fight someone in a moment, you got to go to prison. I try to be a long-term thinker, a strategic thinker when I think about my reactions. That's why I try to always focus on this channel on frame, stoicism, and then also not putting yourself into situations where the threat of this might happen. I think Anton likes more drama situations, to be in them more than, right, like the average person. Damn sure more than me. I prioritize peace, and that may not be good for content, but it is very good for my mental health and just the way that I operate.
Opinion with that I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that? Because it's like, that's that homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's all I'm saying, black
But
man.
then they got to deal with the
That's all I'm
consequences.
saying.
Listen. That's what you're where you at. So I'm gonna respect that.
Thank you, brother.
It's
'Cause
simple as that.
I don't want no drama.
It's simple as
I
that.
swear I don't want no drama,
No,
man.
I'm with you.
My life is good.
Mine's is too.
I believe you. My life is good.
I'm
man.
with you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want you to come up here for that. It's just the simple misunderstandings that we as men can have. I think older black men like us need to make sure there are boundaries that simply can't be crossed when men are talking. And if you tell me a boundary, Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you, I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary.
I believe
I'm
Corey.
talking to Willie D. Willie D don't like when you call him. And
I
I go
can't
out
even-
my way not to call Willie D because I look at him as a
I
man.
can't get with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a say something about me. It is what say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in. I only care about my real life.
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all
No.
the time.
You,
See, this is
you,
nothing.
You did not hear what I said.
I don't
said
wanna miss
they
it.
do
I
that
don't wanna
shit all
miss
the
it.
time. You see it in the chat. You see it in the comments. All of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just talk. The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real life, my life is great.
Right. Let me tell you something.
So
On the chat, go
so
ahead.
my point is that I don't take nothing personal unless it get personal, unless it gets physical. That's the only thing I'm up on.
Right,
Anything else I can walk away from. I don't give a fuck about that. My life, I could walk away and I'm probably gonna never see that person again.
I understand.
So I don't
This is
trip
why
on
the chat, I allow them, and in fact, I encourage them to be themselves in the chat, because this is a computer screen. But one thing I will say about this is to the youngsters especially, because they the ones who really don't know. I'm talking about 35 and under. When you in a man's face, you have to watch how you talk to them, because face to face is a lot different
Then on the internet.
computer.
Yeah. Okay.
On the computer, I got my
Let me no. Let me ask you a question.
Saying all kind of shit about me on the
Let me
computer.
ask you a question.
But if they in my face saying that to me,
Yeah.
Let me ask you a
it
question.
can go back.
Listen, and we all as commentators get bad comments all over the internet. I've never had anyone say anything bad to me in person, in my face, ever. And I think that's also why Anton, I guess, would prefer to do live conversations as opposed to digitally. You can go up on someone else's platform, people can talk crazy to you, knowing damn well that the chance of hashing it out in person will never happen. They might be utilizing the mute button in order to continue to disrespect you, what have you. And I think some content creators are just better at dealing with the online negativity by just turning it off and just not paying attention to it, waking up in the morning and doing their next piece of content, which is the way that you should go if you're within this line of work. You should never bend will to people that don't agree with your points of position if you stand up on that business. But in person, there was always a threat of violence. That's why I would tell my audience, that's why I got boxing videos up on this channel. Right? Well, a degree of the reason why I got boxing videos up on this channel. I also want to demonstrate that, even though I'm 40 years old, I'm still trying to get as active as what I possibly can. But because the threat of violence amongst men is always there, no matter the age, it pays dividends to stay ready so you never have to get ready, so you never get caught off guard.
Why?
I'm not saying, I'm not acting
No.
tough.
Hold on.
I'm not acting tough.
I'm asking you a real question. Why do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like, what is it in you that gets bothered by a switch?
Okay, so listen to me. Manhood is all we got left. You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on this.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
If we don't have our manhood, we ain't got nothing.
Yep.
So when a man walk up to you and say something flirtatious to you, when a man walk up to you and say something where he's challenging your manhood and things like that, trust me, I don't care how savage it may seem. When you're dealing with a man, you can set a man off if you in his face and you saying things that are not. I'm not talking about somebody just saying anything. I'm talking about there are certain things, like I can't walk up to a man walking down the street with his wife, Anton, and say, man, your bitch thick.
Yeah. Corey, I love you. But take your logic and extrapolate that out and say, you kissed the white man's ass. That's something that you should not say unless you expect a threat of violence, right? Say it up online, on the internet, but in person, that's an invitation.
I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is, you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across the board. You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody, and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you. You wrong, bro. You wrong as two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful, and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. When you say you can't disrespect people with what? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm going to disrespect you online, but then you can't do nothing in person.
He didn't say that.
Well, trust me.
You can't do that.
I'm not saying what you're wrong about, but listen. Talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And if I'm so disrespectful, what do I do to be disrespectful online? Because you said I'm disrespectful online.
You just
I would like to know.
You said out of your own mouth that you will be disrespectful.
This is misunderstanding.
It ain't even. Yes, you did. You just said that.
Disrespectful online?
You said you can disrespect. It's different if you disrespect somebody online versus doing it in real life.
No, Corey is talking about the audience. He's not talking about himself. So this is just a misunderstanding. He's saying the audience, the live streamers, can say whatever they want in the live chat, the comments after the video. They can say whatever they want to say because inevitably it's entertainment. He's not talking about himself personally.
Say what I would do.
Right.
How is it different?
I said if somebody in the chat room is saying something disrespectful about me, I don't hold that against them because they're
What about when you're talking about real people?
Okay.
What do you mean?
If you comment on somebody and you give your opinion on real people,
I don't want to go back and forth. I'm trying to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Do you hear
I
me when I
understand
say
what you're saying.
Whatever I say online, giving an opinion of something is different than
I said disrespectful. How can you determine whether or not somebody feels disrespected?
Well, feelings is one thing, man.
You felt some type of way?
Yeah, because ain't nobody finna stand in front of my face and talk to me like they on my level when it comes to homosexuality. Like that'll start a war. That'll start a war.
We can agree to disagree. I think you're wrong, bro. I personally, I'm telling you directly, you're hypocritical.
Okay, well, you can say that. I don't think I'm going to win that argument with you now. But what I am saying to you, Anton, is when you are talking to men face to face, trust me when I tell you this, man, it's different than online. Face to face. I'm the same person in real life as I am online. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Anybody, listen, I go city to city. I'm not an online bro. Like, I create content online, but I really am out in every single city. I done visited almost every single state. I have real meetups in real life. I shake hands. I kick it with people in real life. And I go out there and kick it with the people. I'm not different online than I am in real life. People may think that because they may have never met me in real life, but I keep the same energy. I reciprocate. Or I'm willing to walk away unless it goes up. If it's going to go up, then it's just going to go up and we just going to figure it out from there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up. See, I'm not
going to talk about you online. Hold on. I'm not going to talk about you online. And then when I see you in real life, I'm going to be like, man, you know I'm just playing. I'm not that type of
Yeah, but
either I fuck with you or I don't.
But see, that's just one scenario, Anton. What I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying it to offset what you just said. I'm trying to talk to you now.
And I'm not a tough guy either.
I'm not either.
I'm not a tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy. I don't even want to perpetrate like I'm a tough guy. But what I'm saying is, when men stand between each other, there is energy that is being transferred. And trust me, when men disrespect each other face to face, motherfuckers can die.
I agree.
That's why when I'm talking to a man, especially face to face, I try to make sure I don't go over the line. And if I ever go over the line, I can apologize.
Is what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Right.
Why is it only face to face? That's where we disagree at.
Well, anything I said, I will say in the face of a man that I said it about.
All right, well that's
because I don't go there to try to. I don't have to shock jock, even though that's something that people say easily. Oh, he's shock jocking. No. Anything I've said about anybody, I will say right to them if they standing in front of me. And I would like for somebody to research the internet on things I've said and show me that I wouldn't say something to somebody if they were standing there. The only thing I said I wouldn't say to somebody if they were standing there, because I saw Charles Barkley in the airport one day. And I realized how big he was when I saw him in the airport. Now, I've said things about Charles Barkley. If he was standing in front of me and he said, say that shit now, I'll be like, we black, man. Calm down. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only one.
You know what the problem with this show?
What I love about Corey, and also this goes to show you how he's been able to generate an audience of, so many loyal different people, is that, and when he's wrong is wrong, is when he realizes it, right? But he's calling himself out for being a hypocrite, right? Like the honesty that it takes to be able to do that is fascinating to me, all right? But let's see if they get through any examples of what Anton might be talking about.
Day is, we got to do a part 2. Because we ain't talked about none of the shit that we supposed to talk about.
That's why, because we can't say dick sucking in front of each other, brother.
Well, I know that now, right? I get it.
And I appreciate you for giving me that, because that shit, I forget. I'm still Corey, because I don't live a life of getting into it with people. I really don't.
No, Corey, you pick on people that you think ain't going to respond to you.
Now, give me an example.
Okay.
Corey, you pick your targets based off of what you think they ain't gonna do. And that's why you feel comfortable saying some of the wild shit that you say online.
But I asked you this, and I'm gonna ask you again.
Give me an example.
Give me an example.
No, I'm not gonna say no names.
You can't give an example.
No, I can.
Will you please
because
give me an
because
example?
I don't want to implement nobody into this.
Implicate?
That that'll be bad. That's not a good thing.
Well, do you understand by you saying that?
I like to speak from my own perspective.
That, it sounds like babble.
But you know it's not babble. It's real, and you know it's real. That's why you laughing.
I'm laughing at you because you didn't. I had to ask you twice so far.
You pick your
said I
targets
pick on people,
carefully,
and I said, give me an example.
You pick your targets carefully, very carefully.
So you can't give me an example?
Because
that's the third time.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You tiptoed around Dave Chappelle.
Hey, boy, I'm around here spraying those and those, boy. Hey, I'm watching the video, but hey, when I say I've been up all day, been outside in that cold, but I had to come and get these videos done. But yeah, y'all heard a little snoring and anything like that. That's probably me the dog. I'm a tad bit. But we're going to get back, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't worry about my name, just worry about the video. We get into all that later. Go like, subscribe, turn your boy up. It's a family over here. We trying to grow, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Good vibes only, that's all we doing, you know. Negative people to the left. That's where we at.
Bill,
you talking about the last time I said something about it?
You tiptoed around Dave.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
You tiptoed like a ballerina.
But now I'm going to give you that.
No.
What did I tiptoe about?
You would not have did that shit on a regular motherfucker. You know that Dave Chappelle's last Netflix special was not it.
And I tiptoed around it.
And you tiptoed around it because you didn't want the smoke.
I did.
Overall. And so you pick and choose your targets carefully.
You see, I didn't want the smoke.
No, because you didn't want the backlash.
Okay, but look, let me say this because you brought it up. I did tiptoe around how I really feel with the last special, because I'm not gonna lie, it's everything that I said the time before when I spoke about it. Hot trash, no jokes. In the future when people watch it, that don't know him like we know him now in this culture, they're gonna be like, what the is this? I'll give you that. I did tiptoe around his special. And you know what? I can live with that. I can live with that. But what else? I ain't trying to think of nothing else. But I'm saying, I think that was kind of. You found a way to bring that nigga into it.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig. But they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge you.
Now you trying to turn.
No. You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Then you said, okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it. Okay, well, let's get to it then if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me. Can I respond?
Because Darlene is real chill and she not gonna cause no friction. And Craig is happy to be here.
Okay. So can I say something about
But
that?
see, I don't give a fuck because I'm rich too, so I'm cool. I got my own movement, I got my own motion, so I can tell you the truth. And I think that you also surround yourself with people that will not challenge you because you big dog to them. Okay. You big bro.
Okay, so let me say this. Since you brought up Darlene and Craig, let me say this.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, that feedback, I think Anton actually receives that as well in regards to those that are involved on his platform. But when asked to provide an example, right, he provided, an example, a couple of them. I think the Dave Chappelle one is, that one Corey inevitably conceded. But let's fast forward to the end.
When you talking to men who play in riddles and stuff like that, I'm telling you,
You the one that's talking in riddles.
You ain't never been to jail, have you?
Hell no, I ain't never been to jail.
I could tell. I could tell.
You been to jail?
Nope.
So what the fuck that mean then?
I'm just saying, like, if you went to jail, they would have to start you over from scratch.
What would they do to you?
The people who
You would be the tough one.
No. Just let me land with this. The people
I don't think from a jail perspective. I'm not a jailbird. I'm never going to jail.
I see.
Because you
can't say what you'll never do, but
I'm
saying,
never going to jail, bro.
Well, okay.
I don't even have that. I don't even like that type of energy.
I'm just trying to make a point. Anton. What I'm saying is, I have been around enough people who have been institutionalized where I know how to carry myself around men who not finna play with you. That's all I'm saying. I
don't hang around niggas that been to jail, so I saw for it that way. The way you saw for it is a little bit different than the way I saw for it.
Okay.
So I choose not to hang around niggas that's been institutionalized, that had to carry themselves a certain way because they made a decision that they wasn't supposed to make.
And it shows that you've been around people that ain't seen the other side of the game. Because some of the smartest men I know they've been to college and gave that time up. And it was actually a learning process for them. But they still got to stand 10 toes down when they out here, Anton. I don't believe that you tried to disrespect me now that I've been talking to you. I don't believe that. I believe that you are the way you are. I am the way I am. And it can clash if people are not educated on how to be around each other because men can go to war over misunderstanding.
He's throwing an intellectual shot right now.
What am I doing?
So without saying it, he's basically saying, oh, you from a different space, so you don't get the way that we move over here.
Over here or anywhere in the United States of America, and that's not a black thing. I'm talking about
it's a manhood.
Caucasians, Hispanics, and Asians understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other because it can trigger war. That's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Okay. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting.
I don't go with.
Maybe I knew what you was gonna do before you did it. And I triggered you. Who knows?
Maybe. But I tell you what, that's a dangerous game to play, especially.
Like Brody did just say that. He said he knew what he was doing.
If you got a life that you live in, because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people in the cemetery that didn't know it was going to happen like that fast. That's why out here, I try to walk under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't. And that's why I said
you say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite when it comes
I believe you.
When it
about
comes
to go there.
to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move.
Without giving it back.
But I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied, because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all
He's
why
talking
I like
about
the chat.
everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it.
Now, I just did a 20-minute time skip, and they still talking about the same thing. Corey still believes that Anton doesn't understand something about that level of disrespect. I think Anton very much understands it and put it in there in order to bait into the reaction that Corey is given, because Anton prioritizes the content, which he should as a content creator, or at least he prioritizes the content over the thought of violence against him. It was a risk. Let's see how it's going to pay off.
Or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the
chat.
Shit on I'm not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah,
shout out
you
to
shitted
the
on
chat.
black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you.
Oh,
To your
be
face.
careful.
To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk? I got security. You got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't
shit.
got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to.
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking.
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that.
I'm not talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so?
You said you disrespected me in my face, and then you act like it was all
said
good.
that I disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologize when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you
But you still
disrespected me
triggered
in my
by it
face.
because you don't accept the apology because
You
you
still talking
feel
about
some type of
everybody
way.
else except yourself and
No,
white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why you so easily offended?
You still talking about me? It sounds like I'm arguing with
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
So you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone,
No,
man.
you hypocritical,
Just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm about to jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get
hypocrite.
your ass the Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
Man, Corey Holcomb, man, kind of feel like, hey, I feel, but you kind of being a hypocrite, bruh. I'm sorry, bruh. You can't do that. I feel like he kind of touched your feelings, bruh, right there when he got off on you, bruh. Corey, he got off on you, bruh. Eat the L, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You still your guy. You know what I'm saying? Your rebuttal was good, bro. Like, eat the L, though, bro. But what you did at the end, bro, that showed some feelings there, bro. Like, he put you in your feelings, bro. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm saying I mess with you, bro. But man, you gotta bite the L, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that.
Wait,
if you
what?
got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to, cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, cause the nigga be done slap the shit out your ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Friend. Now who the next motherfucker to come up here? What
So
up?
there's a new word in the dictionary called rage bait, right? So that's what you just witnessed. So
Rage
that's-
bait?
it's
Let me tell you something.
It's a new word.
That ain't no new word.
Okay, bet. It's
Let me
old
tell you
behavior,
something.
new word.
Where I'm from, if a nigga say something about sucking dick, it's on.
And he knows
I don't know nothing about no niggas telling nothing to no nigga where niggas talk about suck dick and be ready to swing.
And he He knows that.
But he didn't say that dick sucking shit again. Get your fat ass out of here.
Yeah, there's just certain words
That's
you just
a
don't
hate.
use.
In here with this bitch that he know ain't his wife and motherfucker trying to get the bitch on the show. Bitch, you ain't got it like that, nigga. Get your cake ass out of here, nigga.
All right.
Like, I'm finna be upset. This is what I wanted to talk about today, mainly. We have a situation in America going on where there are a lot of men that don't want to reveal themselves, but they have bitterness because they know you're not the type of guy they are on the backdooria side of the game.
What?
Let me say this
Okay,
one more time.
Corey crazy as hell. By the way, and I should have said this in the beginning, but there's going to be a lot of censoring within this video. Because if you go take a look at Corey's video, it's actually age restricted, meaning that you got to be 18 years or older in order to see it, and it's clear with all of the language that's used, within this video. I have not seen a response yet from Anton. He absolutely, definitely will respond to this situation, but it sounded like Corey was trying to insinuate that he's got another woman there, and Anton's married, but it don't sound like anything crazy because it sounds like Anton wanted to get the young lady on the podcast so everybody can, interact with her. Nevertheless, was it right what Anton said to Corey on his own show? No, it wasn't right. And if you say something that is respectful, you have to expect violence. But it also wasn't right for Corey to say that he kisses white asses. And the thing is that, depending upon the audience that you have built up, right? Like, if you think that Anton Daniels is a, whatever derogatory coon, bootlicker, right? Like most of these things I gotta probably blank out of the footage here. But if you think these things, then you might think that it's appropriate, and you see nothing at all wrong with saying that you kiss a white man's ass. You may see nothing wrong with that. But to Anton's point, what he's saying is that how do you know that that doesn't get me there? And at the point of that, it could escalate into violence when you in front of somebody, because this is not online, this is in reality. So for Corey to take umbrage with Anton's follow-up statement, which I will admit it was on the next level, and not see the irony within the logic that he was telling Anton in terms of, but we got a whole bunch of LGBTQ things happening, and we got, men dressing up as girls, right? And there's an agenda. For him to not also associate what he said to Anton initially with that logic was the faulty, or I guess component of the hypocrisy that Anton was calling out towards the end. But I do also think that Anton purposefully took it there, not only for content, but I guess through having a security guard there, right? He's paying for protection there as well. It looked like Anton doesn't really work out like that, and that's no disrespect to him. I'm just trying to call a spade a spade. Also, I don't think Corey works out like that either, or boxes currently. I mean, I don't know. But would this have happened if there wasn't other people in the room protecting? I think that it's less likely to have. But Anton absolutely knew what he was doing. He wanted to see that shit crash and burn. And, his name is going to be propagated within the cultural discussion even more now. I mean, I even still think about media figures before my time that have propagated off a degree of hate. One of the biggest ones was Howard Stern, propagated off of the controversy. And Anton is okay with the controversy. Shit, I look at my platform sometimes, I want more peace within my life. So that's why I don't do many of these meetups and collaborations, at least no more. I've taken a policy against it going into the future, because things like this may happen when you get diametrically opposed men in a situation. There's always the threat of violence, because at any given moment, disrespect may be levied. But I continue on telling you guys to hold frame, keep stoic, right? There is a limit. There's always going to be a limit. But are you ready, willing, and able to deal with the consequences if you feel disrespected by words? Depending upon what you got going in your life, right? It may not be necessary, right? One of the things that Corey said, I don't even know if I played it, but he also said that he has other court cases right now. So although he may be able to financially afford all of these things, let's say it will go there, through the action of escalation towards violence, it may have gotten there. And then he's got another court case to deal with. And adding up court cases ain't got nothing to do with peace, all right? So anyway, I dropped the question off to my audience. What is it that you think about this situation? I want to see the comment section go insane on this one.
I feel like Antoine got off on you, Corey, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't even trying to be funny. I got a lot of respect for you, brother. But you know what I'm saying? That was hypocrite, bro. You was on some hypocrite shit. You know, you can't say no disrespectful shit. You call that man a bitch. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be cussing on him, but I'm just saying. You know? But, hey, man, I'm real about my name. Just real about the video. We get into all that later. Just go like, subscribe, turn your boy up. One big hug, family, man. You feel me? We trying to get there, you know. Good vibes only. You know what I'm saying? If you negative, you take that to the left. You feel me? Ain't none of that over here. Good vibes only. Hey, man, but we out, man. Y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just be safe. You feel me? I'm tired. But I still did this video for y'all, man. I'm out.